Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here today as we just got a touchdown from the Buffalo Bills. The Gabe Davis as they're going to be pulling ahead. I got a box from Pro Wrestling Tees. Not much, drama going over it. It's going to be the title of the video. Ordered All In from 2018. This was, of course, the big event that Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks put together in Chicago, Illinois, that I was invited to go to. That is honestly one of my biggest regrets, that I wasn't able to find a way to get there. It was a holiday weekend. I remember that. They kind of tell us that holiday weekends are mandatory work days. I was brand new to the job that I have. It was the first time I got promoted as a manager. I think I was kind of financially stable enough to go. I had a place to stay because my buddy Pinko. I really wish I would have went on this trip. And I guess Revolution 2020 will probably go down as like one of the last go-rounds for me and my friends going to a wrestling event. Unless something really comes together. I did, try to get some people together to go to WrestleMania. It didn't happen. This year I couldn't get anybody to jump in, but then again, it was kind of like a spur of the moment, one day deal that I was like, I really want to go. And now, I don't know, that was a couple weeks ago. But here it is on Bluray. Pro Wrestling Tees and Shop AEW put it up as a special pre-sale. They kind of made it seem like when they sold it out, they weren't going to sell it anymore. Everybody knows the reason why it was never really put out on DVD/Blu-ray is because of the fact that its actual card was like a Ring of Honor event. Ring of Honor was the ones who owned the rights to it. They didn't put it out, and by the time I think people wanted it as like the first AEW event, Ring of Honor, even though they wouldn't have made money on it, didn't want to sell it, sort of pushing another company, because AEW was their rival, I guess you can say, in independent wrestling. So here it is, the biggest independent wrestling show ever. They actually showed it like in a Blu-ray case, but it's in like the AEW paper kind of, maybe in PWG style of cases. Nothing really extravagant about it. My buddy Pinko drove me by there last time we went there. Match listings. Jericho is not on the back because he doesn't really have. Oh, I guess is that Jericho or is that not Jericho? I don't know, but I'll tell you this much. I ordered this because I wanted to have my AEW collection 100%, whether if they sell DVDs or not sell the DVDs anymore. They've sold them. They stopped. They sold them again. It seems like they've stopped. I can't remember the last event. I think that they're at least a year behind as of right now. But I wanted to make sure it was 100%. I will tell you that I got this a few months ago from my guy that I've been dealing with a lot on Facebook, who does a lot of like custom DVD stuff. This is his all-in set. Honestly, they have a one Blu-ray. It's just the show. It says the all-in pre-show, but if you go to the actual listing on Pro Wrestling Tees, it says that 0 hour is not included. So I don't know what to take on that. If you were able to find this one, which takes a little bit of work on Facebook to find this guy, it has the entire event as it was broadcast on pay-per-view. Every event that happened on StarCast, basically anything that happened on the internet, from interviews, podcasts, just basically anything that took place that weekend. I've gone over this one time, but we'll do this one more time. But basically, it has. Where do we even start with this? Stuff that happened on Twitch streams, Busted Open Radio. We've got the Monday Night War debate, Elite Karaoke, Papa Buck's Jam Session, Botchamania with Matthew, Busted Open Radio, Medusa Unthrottled, WHW Monday Live, 4-Star Stomach, Nonstop Jarrett, Total Nonstop Jarrett, TNA, idiot. All In Press Conference, Cody and the Young Bucks Q&A, Starcast Vendor Room Walkthrough, WrestleCrap Live, War Games Retrospective, the All In Weigh-In and Press Conference, the Roast of Bruce Pritchard, the Raven Effect, Stranglemania, Spend All My Days Karaoke, the All In DDP Workout, Remembering Andy Kaufman, the Cody Rhodes interview, 360 Degrees of the NWO, Death of WCW, Primetime Wrestling Live, Keeping It 100. We got the All In pre-show, All In 0 Hour, All In actual event of 2018. We've got the Young Bucks interview, fan cam angles from after the show, the after party. We've got Chris Jericho podcast, After All In. The Art of Wrestling Live, Story Time with the Young Bucks, Ringside with Jim Ross, The Lapsed Fan, Why It Ended, Being the Elite, 5 episodes, 10 pounds of gold, more Twitch streams, tons of stuff on this bad boy. Like, basically almost anything that happened is covered on here. So theirs is good to have, because it's their official release. But like I said, this one right here, damn. I watched a little bit of this stuff on here. The first thing that I actually watched on here was the WrestleCrap Live with Artie Reynolds and Blade Braxton. I'll tell you the truth. The people who orders, I can understand going to the events, going to all the shows, and spending a weekend doing that. But the people that are able to stay home, live their lives, and find a way to enjoy a StarCast weekend with a wrestling event, I don't know how the heck you guys do it. Because I've had this DVD for a few months, and I haven't barely scratched an itch. And this is the first StarCast, and I've got 5 more Blu-rays like this that I have to get through. So I'm glad I got it. Like I said, I was a little perplexed, but I think I mostly got it for the case more than anything else. But I'll tell you the truth. You can have either all-in case. I don't know which one you'd rather have, but to me, hands down, this thing looks like it could be sold in the store. Peace out, everybody.